Welcome to our series, Moving America Forward. Each week we'll be focusing on America's entrepreneurs as they take us to new roads, new opportunities, new ways to fill the gaps left by today's failing companies. Our series will be looking at that and a lot more. So come with me and watch as the entrepreneurs of our nation move into the future.
And I'm Doug Llewellyn here in our studios in Los Angeles with our guest today, who is the CEO of a company called Title21 Health Solutions. It is a software company, and they are headquartered in Pleasanton, California, right in the shadow of Silicon Valley, which is only natural. Our guest, I'd like you to meet her now. Her name is Lynn Fisher. Lynn, welcome. Nice to have you with us.
Thank you, Doug.
You know, before we get into your story, it's a pretty amazing story, to say the least. A little while ago, you had a chance to answer some questions from William Shatner. Let's take a quick look at a brief portion of that and see how it went. Okay? All right, good. Let's watch.
I know you've been successful in your business, but what I would like to hear is just a brief capsule of exactly what it is you do and who do you do it for, and how do you see this helping America to move forward?
Mr. Shatner, medical, biotech, and cancer treatment centers across the country are drowning in paperwork. They have less resources than ever to manage this endless trail of documents, and as a result, some of the brightest minds must focus on paperwork rather than treating patients. Title21 Health Solutions has developed an integrated software platform that removes the need for paper and manages all critical processes so that the physicians and researchers can do what they were born to do: innovate and advance medicine to deliver the best possible quality of care. That is how Title21 is helping move America forward, Mr. Shatner.
You know, that's really an amazing story of what you have to say. I know that the medical industry is so focused on having accurate documentation. This really is the bottom line, what you're doing, isn't it?
Absolutely. So we're taking all the paper and automating it all. So whether it's their documents, their standard operating procedures, their equipment, the processing for their cell therapy,
right,
we automate it all in one integrated solution.
I mean, it is the complete track record of patient care in specific areas. I know you focus, for example, one of the areas you focus heavily on is cancer care centers. They've been really involved with you, and you've been working this software with them in mind. Explain to me a little bit about exactly what it does. How complex is it?
Well, for these cancer treatment centers, they're using cell therapy to treat cancer patients. That basically their immune system is wiped out because of all the chemotherapy and radiation. So they infuse the stem cells, or the cells, healthy cells in them, to rebuild their immune system and help them get better. So what we do is we automate that complete process from collection to the processing of those cells, as well as the clinical side too. And so this allows them not to be burdened by all the paperwork, and it reduces human error because the software does all the calculations. It eliminates double data entry, and it helps them really manage the entire process so they can focus on treating the patient versus finding paperwork.
You know, I didn't ask you this when you explained a little bit, but how does all the data get entered in?
Well, in some different ways. One way, a user enters the data,
right,
or the lab instruments enter the data directly into our system.
right.
And we also integrate with other software systems so that really the data only has to be entered one time. And the more it can be done electronically, the better. As we like to say at Title21, if you are not on a complete integrated platform, it's the people who are the integrators. And we believe, let the software do all the integration.
And I know you also work with hospitals in other areas, in laboratories as well, in other fields other than cancer research. I'm intrigued to know what these people, these organizations, feel about this software when they hear about it and about what it does. What kind of reaction do you get?
Oh, it's amazing. Literally tears of joy, because these people physicians, clinicians, scientists, researchers, the medical technologists are doing incredible work on a daily basis, but they're really burdened with all the documentation due to the regulations and to ensure quality, which we want. So when they learn of this technology that's available to them and can be configured specifically to meet their exact needs, they are just thrilled.
What is unique about this software product that you have? And you know, it's here sitting in front of you. Let me ask you to demonstrate. Show me a little bit about exactly what you're talking about that this does.
So basically, you can see here I'm logged in as April. This is her dashboard. And you can see that the key charts and indicators that are important to April are right here. And it's monitoring the data real time. So April can know exactly what errors, what documentation is still needed to ensure that everything gets processed correctly. She can pull up all of her SOPs. She can also train on this. So there's a host of different solutions that this one interface can manage for her. So basically, we also believe that we can't make it too easy. So we really try to design the software in the interface so no training's required.
And obviously, I mean, if you're looking at that here, and that's on a little iPad sitting on the desk here, doctors and other people who need this kind of information can really access it almost anywhere then, can't they?
Absolutely. They can be anywhere. So we kid around that the medical director can be on a beach and approving the documents if he needs to.
What separates this from other software products that do similar things? Because I know this one, it's so much more complete.
Exactly. Well, you just answered it, Doug. It's the complete solution. It's integrated. It does multiple different solutions all in one interface. And that's really key. That way people don't have to learn 20 different software systems. They only have to learn one, and ours is so easy to learn. But also, it's very flexible. So it's configurable to meet the exact needs of that laboratory, of that hospital, of that cancer institution.
So it is customizable.
Yeah,
very well.
Yeah, absolutely. We configure it on the front end, so it's one code base, but it's highly configurable, so our business analysts and our application specialists can go in and configure it to meet the exact needs of that particular customer.
You know, something else interesting. Your company is Title21 Software. What's this software itself called?
Title21.
And why Title21?
Well, it's interesting. As years ago, we started in quality management and then moved into all these other solutions. And what we found is we did so much that everybody just referred to it as Title21, the product. And so we just have adopted that as well. So one solution to do many, many jobs.
That's kind of cool. And the real key is it's easy to use. Because as you pointed out to me, if it wasn't easy to use, people wouldn't use it. And that wouldn't work then.
Exactly.
It wouldn't be beneficial.
Exactly.
You know, another really cool aspect of this story is your own story. Because I know that you started your career in ice cream, marketing in the ice cream arena, right?
Yes.
And then went to wine.
Yes.
Now look what how'd you make that transition?
Yes. Well, my background as consumer packaged goods was a really good start, and started consulting for technology companies, and then just share the passion that Title21 has to make a difference in patient quality and care. So it was a very natural progression for me, and I've found that my consumer background has been really helpful because I'm able to translate this complex technology into simple terms that the users can understand.
You know, I'm also interested in to know, I don't want you to divulge secrets, industrial secrets here, but what kind of things are on the drawing board at Title21?
So we continue to make the data more accessible but secure, automate more and more of the processes in our one system, and continue to partner with the leaders in the industry to solve for their problems so that the brightest minds, the medical directors, physicians, technologists, nurses, they can focus on treating the patients.
Yeah, I didn't ask you that, but how do the doctors feel about this and the actual technicians who have to enter all of this, you know, and keep track of this technology and these records?
They love it because it really allows them to focus on the patient, and it makes their job a lot easier and a lot more enjoyable.
Are there other industries, well, not industries, but I guess illnesses? You know, we talk about cancer research, heavily focused there. Are there other areas that you're examining or working with? And is it a lot different when you're working with them?
Yeah, biotech and regenerative medicine. So the cell therapy is a really exciting and innovative market that we're very well poised and positioned to help them based on our experience.
And tell me a little bit about the people who actually create this, your team.
Yes.
What are they?
We have an amazing team of developers, all in the U.S., all in Pleasanton, California, and they're really dedicated to make it as easy as possible, as simple as possible, but as robust as possible.
These are all highly experienced programmers, I guess, right?
Yes, they're very experienced. They're very experienced, and then we have subject matter experts on staff, PhDs in cell therapy. We have application specialists who work and interface directly with our customers to ensure that the software does exactly what they need it to do to make their job easier.
It's just a great story, to say the least. Lynn, thank you very much for telling us all about it. Title 21, we'll remember the name, okay?
Thank you, Doug. Appreciate being here. Thank you.
This organization represents companies across our great nation that embody the spirit, dedication, know-how, and can-do attitude which has made America the great nation that it is today. And now let's present the Keeping America Strong Award.
Now it's my honor to present this prestigious award to Lynn Fisher, the CEO of Title21 Health Solutions of Pleasanton, California, for the outstanding work that her firm is doing to help keep moving America forward. Lynn, it's a real pleasure to give this to you. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you, Doug. Appreciate it. This means a lot to us, and I'd just like to thank our team and our founder, Kent Karimley, for doing such incredible work that really does make a difference in so many people's lives. And I'd also like to thank our customers who partner with us and allow us to help them and share some of their struggles so that we can make the most robust technology available to be able to make their lives easier so they can just focus on the patient and making them better.
Beautifully put. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Doug.